So we were talking about successful people and unsuccessful people, and Oprah Winfrey suggested this idea that what successful people have in common is that they are very clear on where they want to go. And that
yes.
people who have not experienced success are not clear about where they want to go. So they're in chaos internally in their minds. And so their external world is in chaos as well.
Amen to that.
And they're spinning all over the place. And then we look at our son, Luxor. He's so serene because he's so clear on what he wants to do. There's no plan B. There's no alternative outcome. It is one path, one direction for him.
There's no confusion. There's no friction. There's no distraction.
So
he's like, everybody else can be spinning, and I'm like,
so we're in the car and we're talking about this, and I was trying to give him an example of what that looks like. I was like, look, right now we're driving to school. We're very clear on what we're doing. We're going from where we are to school. We're look at all the billboards. They're all suggesting we stop here, stop there, pay attention to this, call this number, this website, all these other exits along the way. But we're clear on where we're going. We're going to take a very specific exit to get to our very specific location. So I said, if you were not clear on where to go, then you'd stand here and debate, I could go this way, but I could go that way, that could be better, this could, and in the end, you would just be stuck there because it's impossible to make a decision on where to go because all these suggestions are pretty good.
That's why he is the most serene, grounded, confident, chill, practical 9-year-old dude, because he's like, I know where I'm going.
Exactly.
There's no issue.
I even gave him the example. I said, when you get older, there are gonna be times where your friend's gonna be like, oh man, there's gonna be an amazing party tonight. Everyone's gonna be there. The food's gonna be hot. The DJ's gonna be great. All the girls, blah 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 blah.
No good.
But you decided already that tomorrow at 5 a.m. you've got to go for a run. Now, of course, the party's going to be more fun than the run. There's no question. There's no debating that. The run
or juggling.
or juggling, or whatever it is. But tomorrow, 5 a.m., you're going to run. So if the successful person will make which decision? And he said, go for a run.
That's right.
I was like,
brilliant boy.
Because it is the decision that ultimately leads you to your long-term goal. And 10 years down the road, your friends may still be going to the same party, blah, 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 da, 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 da.
Or at least they don't remember the party they went to.
But you will be wearing a jersey. You'll be repping your squad. And when you see them again, you'll be like, oh yeah, well, remember, you went to the party. I went for my 5 a.m. run.
Yes.
It is that clearness of having a goal, which, and I told him, look, it's not going to be easy. Because it's not the easy choice. It's not the fun choice. But it's the choice that gets you to where you want to go.
And also, it is the fun choice because at the end of the day, chaos is not fun.
Right.
Thinking that you have freedom in your chaos is not fun.
So that leads me back around to this. I was like, in having that clarity, you're then free.
You are so free.
Because,
that's why he looks and feels so
when
free.
When you don't have clarity, you're trapped. You're stuck in this place of, I don't know, you're looking all over.
And both you and I know that because we grew up in complete chaos.
And you're just stuck.
Yes.
But when you have a clear way, like, head west, young man, it's clear. You're free. You can just go,
And what's so amazing is I've said this same thing.
Oh, let me hide the 50 on the cup.
I don't like when you use that cup. It's supposed to be a joke, but it's not really funny. About being 50 and forgetting everything.
Yeah, I don't know who's 50 here. Maybe the camera holder is 50.
Not quite. Not far off, but not quite. Okay. I said the same thing to a group of mamas, that primestering is like your fertility GPS. And instead of stopping everything you read, everything you see work for someone else, you stop and you try it and you get distracted with that thing, squirrel running all over the place, throwing spaghetti at the wall. If you had just kept following the GPS that says, okay, this is your next step, this is your next turn, you would have been there already.
Right. But often
instead
hindsight,
you're going left when it says go right, you're taking a U-turn, you're taking a detour. And that is way more painful than staying your course and being committed and taking committed action. I always say, Sadhguru said commitment is the ultimatum. I mean, it is.
Yeah.
When you have that, that's where you have clarity. You said it too. It's like when you decide, my number one objective in life right now is to be a great daddy, then everything else is so clear. There's no complication or confusion.
Right.
That's all I'm doing, all day, every day.
Right. That's clarity and freedom, which
and
was
peace.
How this all started, this notion of freedom. Freedom is the most coveted thing by all living things. In a sidewalk, when a weed breaks free, right?
We have a cute little one growing on the steps out here.
It's freedom, the freedom to grow and
to be and to take up space in the world.
You know, and that is the single most coveted thing by all living things is freedom.
Amen. I so agree
Freedom
with that.
and freedom of choice, because we're intellectually superior. It's freedom of
to
choice.
Other animals,
yes.
is what you mean.
Yes. So yes, there's the basic needs, freedom, basic needs of wanting to be alive, wanting to live, have some choices, and as that evolves, it becomes to the freedom of choice. As it evolves, the freedom to choose. So if you have some resources, I can choose, do I want to buy a present for my friend or do I not want to? But it's a choice that you can make.
Instead of life choosing for you and your choices being constrained. A certain person has made good choices, or is it that they had good choices? And both of those things matter, but you have to still find a way to make good choices even when you don't have good choices. And I think that you and I are living proof of how that's possible, because we both started off life with not a good set of choices at all.
Right.
And somehow, especially me, but you too.
Well, and then I compounded it by making hella poor choices along the way. Just bum, 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 bum. But then finally I saw the light and chose you.
Yes.
But anyway.
I want people to hear that no matter where you started your life, it's still possible for you to create a better set of choices. And with each good choice you make within the constraints you have, the choices get better and better and better, and life gets better and better and better. And that really goes for money, it goes for fertility, it goes for family, for relationships, for love of yourself, for your dreams. Luxor, our footballer, or maybe one of two footballers we have, but whatever they choose, that's what we're supporting. And just knowing what you love and what you're committed to being will be the guiding light that helps you make good choices, even when the choices that are available to you don't seem great.
Yeah.